seems I'm my only friend. I wander the streets alone, lost in search of his own. Once again I played the clown, used my friends and let them down. Walk the streets just staring out. Late at night the strange come out. Time again. I'm just looking for a friend, but no one seems to be around. Just this pumpkin that I found still is my only friend. And tonight he grins again. Tonight he grins again. Tonight he grins again.
That was Tonight He Grins Again by Sabotage. Okay, so this is going to be about, I'll probably make this shorter just because I want this message to get out. Apparently no one else is allowed to talk about it. You know, the Planet Earth reality show, maybe I'm the only one who's supposed to talk about stuff like this. It's weird that other people, David Duke, basically, you know, Adam Green, anyone who confronts Alex Jones doesn't mention this. And it's just the key. I mentioned this before in in several of my videos. And yeah, I'm not done. I'm not done with the uploading of the expose of the alt-right. I mean, that could go on forever and ever. But I mean, I created like 6 to 8 parts last year. So there's still 2 more parts I need to upload, and it's just, you know, I'm a little slow here with everything. So, you know, everything's taking a back seat to everything that has gotten in the way. And the last thing I want to do is waste my time editing media and reviewing media. I despise watching my own videos. I hate it, man. I hate hearing myself talk. It's like, I kind of hate doing these videos and stuff. But like I've said before, there's stuff out, and like I'm saying in this video, there's stuff out there no one else is talking about, and needs put out there. And this time I'm just choosing to do videos. I mean, it'd be kind of hard right now to actually be on the internet typing a lot with one hand. It takes a lot more time to do the internet with your one hand than it does with 2. Even though I can do it, it takes at least double, triple the time. So does everything else, like eating and whatever. And yelping in pain takes up a lot of time too. Fucking up. No, going around figuring out what bandages to get and how to do it myself, since the worthless doctors don't even fucking do anything. Don't even give me a bandage. Fucking had to ask for a fucking ice compress because my shit wasn't swelling up yet. I just couldn't tell. I could tell, like, hey, I can't move it. There's something about to go on. I just fucking injured it. Anyways, fucking no point in talking about it. It's there. I gotta deal with it already. I already have been having to deal with it 24/7. So, Alex Jones, he's the hero again. And who knows what's even going on in the media. Apparently, from what I just seen, they're telling us that there's a new disease in Asia killing everyone, so Alex is on it, and everyone's like, why is he so anxious in his videos? Well, first of all, you do a lot of opiates. When you come down from them, when you're withdrawing from them, you get pretty freaking anxious about that. your body has severe mental withdrawal. It's not like the other drugs most people use. And at the same time, many people have always assumed he's on cocaine. So you're gonna double up your freaking anxiety levels if you're coming down from fucking opiates and then you're dosing on cocaine. And it's kind of obvious he's doing shit because the super male vitality ain't working for him and his hormones are all out of fucking whack, so he looks like a giant butter monster. And we can just assume. I mean, that's all we can do is assume. Because, sorry, I can't, it's illegal for me here to like put a light on my face in the car, so I gotta do what I can with just a little bit of light in the background that constantly freaking moves. So anyways, that's probably why he's so anxious all the time. First of all, his fear shit sells. But second of all, it's well known that Hollywood people do cocaine. And obviously they do opiates. The only time they talk about that, though, is when one or two of them die. Out of the 50,000 of them that do opiates daily, you hear about the one or two who die. And then when someone starts looking like they're on opiates, they make up all this fucking bullshit. You know, when they're on real heavy doses, you can see it. But they'll be like, oh, what's wrong with him? He's preparing for a role. Yeah, he's preparing for a role. The role to walk into the clinic to get his fix so he doesn't have anxiety like fucking Alex Jones has. But anyways, this video ain't about Alex Jones and taking a guesstimation of what concoction of drugs he's actually on, but we know for sure he's not on super male vitality, because he would not look like a giant butter monster if his hormones were fucking beefed up. His hormones are out of whack. His estrogen levels are out of control. He's drinking the frog water. He's drinking the frog water. That's it. Now he's fucking probably not drinking enough frog water, because water helps you in all sorts of ways, apparently. Although, who am I to say that? I didn't drink water for a long ass time. I still hate it. And for the longest time, shit, I looked like a child and acted like it. And like, when I say mentally act like a child, that means your mind's fucking open. It means you're not closed up yet like an old person locked to the couch doing nothing every second of your life. Okay, off track. We're back. The important thing about Alex Jones is the bloodline. His bloodline. See, sometimes they'll tell you this. I mean, he even tells you, like, the bloodlines kind of matter. And he's like, this family and that family. Well, when people say family, they're talking about bloodlines. Your genetic makeup. He's always talking about this shit altering your genetics and everything. So how important is this genetic makeup, this bloodline? Well, to the elites, it's everything. They claim that the England family might explain why they look a little inbred for a long time. So they were inbred because of this stuff. Yeah, I could actually probably keep my voice down a little bit, try to talk in a normal tone, because it's so freaking quiet out. Although people are starting to come out. And it's raining, so it's a little wet, noisy. It's been raining for like 12 hours, so it's just really wet out. I don't even think it's really raining right now. It's just flooded everywhere. But his bloodline matters. And what's going on with his bloodline. So we got that nice wet belt, man. That his bloodline matters. We look into his family. I couldn't find anything really on his mom and dad back when I looked for it. Maybe nowadays my research skills would be more in tune to what to look for. But a lot of these people, you'll find that they've hidden their parents and their other family members. And people could do that for all sorts of reasons. But all we do is look at his wife and his kids, whom he's lied about who they are, which is even the more telling portion of the story is the lies and omission. The omission of a story is often the most important part to the story. People get really upset around me because it'll be like my lover for years, my girlfriend for years, whatever you want to call them. And sometimes my friends, although I don't always question my male friends. But definitely some of the girls I know and have been with, or most of them, I question what they say because I know, like I question what just happened, compared to their story of what just fucking happened. And it's like, that doesn't check out with reality. Fucking. Let's, maybe I should turn off my freaking speakers. That's probably, the amps are probably killing me. Fucking alternator being wet. Should have did that way before. That way it could have had a chance to charge. Okay. But his bloodline really matters because it's everything to these people. And I'm gonna make this short. I want to get into the gym fucking today. I'm usually, man, it's early. I'm gonna get in here before the annoying people get to work here. Oh, too late. They're here. But at least the crowd's not here going to be laying in my way complaining to the management about the person doing stuff and not listening to women's music. Okay, but anyways, his family's what matters. So no one's naming his children in their bloodline or his wife. I think someone might have named his wife, but that doesn't matter because now he can be like, oh, that's my ex-wife. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Can you smell what Alex Jones is cooking in the crack pipe? It doesn't matter. I can probably turn that light off now too. Okay, so but it does matter because the wife, his children are at least half the wife, and well, his children are dual citizens of Israel. That's the bottom line. They have the right to return at any moment they want. And these are the people Alex Jones works for. His producer, Rob Jacobson, Jewish. He's advertised by Jewish Hollywood 24/7. You don't get advertised by that shit unless you're on their side. As we can see with David Duke and all that. Stormfront will ban you if you say too much, if you talk too much about Jews. Hell, my first post was like, what about this Jewish person, and why'd you guys delete this post about someone else asking if this serial killer was a Jew? And it's like, it was pretty obvious these serial killers are Jews. These school shooters, 50% of the time are Jews, 2% of the population, 50% of the serial killers. It's pretty fucking important. First person I ever met obsessed with serial killer was a Jewish Satanist fucking who claimed he sacrificed and all this stuff. So, it sounds pretty important to me to notice that they're blaming all these school shootings on white people when half the time it's not white people. Columbine killers, let's start with them, that's them. And, okay, so all these people, they're lying. If they're advertised by the media, they're part of it. And then with Alex Jones, it's easy to link these days because he's been caught admitting that his wife is Jewish, so his kids are Jewish, and they're Israeli dual citizens. And they can run any second they need to when they're exposed. But no one's exposing him. David Duke's not calling it out. David Duke was protecting Trump's Jewish family. You know, they all are. I mean, Stormfront's protecting Trump's Jewish family. I went there once and got banned. Never went back. But one time I was searching for more stuff, and I found like there's links to Trump. You know, people like exposing Trump, and they deleted those threads. But with the internet, sometimes we can recover old data, and as much as you parasites at Stormfront want to fucking hide, as much as Brother Nathaniel wants to hide and shit, too fucking bad. I got this shit saved, bro. I got so much shit saved. But they've wiped out a portion what I had. They used to really try to wipe shit out. They still try to wipe out all my fucking devices. That is what you fucking hear. I'm pretty sure most of the time. All my devices act up. I've got a lot of technology devices. I'm not just some nut job. I'm a fucking tech expert. Self-proclaimed, but I've been doing this forever. I know what the fuck I'm doing. People go to school are fools. They need 8 years of school to learn one thing. I fucking learned one thing in 6 months. And then I stuck with technology for years. So it's a little fucking weird when all my devices act the fuck up. None of them have been updated and shit. Yeah, maybe some of them have the same software, and maybe those were updated, but still, I believe that that's how they do stuff. They do it through back doors, so they can always be like, it wasn't us, you stupid goyim. Or they can change time and circumstances, and then they plant shit in different time, and that changes what goes on. So, I'm going to just turn this off. So, what matters here is Alex Jones' bloodline. Like, we can expose that he's completely surrounded by these people and he's completely taken up for them. And then that one dude was caught, someone, which is weird because it's like part of the play. It's almost like Alex Jones allowed it to be leaked. Part of his broadcast was once leaked that during the break, he was like, yeah, we can't talk about those people though. And that's who he was talking about. The one white dude was being all like scared goy, so he used the term Zionist, I believe, right? Many of you who have researched Alex Jones have probably seen this video where he was off air back in the day in a break, and the guy was like, who really controls things? He's like, and he's like, yeah, the Zionists. And he's like, oh, yeah, we can't talk about that, though. I'll lose all my funding and everything. It's like, yeah, because that's your fucking, that's everyone around you. But in reality, that's his kid's bloodline. That's his ex-wife's bloodline. And that's probably his bloodline because from the start, he was like only partially naming them. But at the same time, they have this Purim ritual. So we're leaving him a way out. But when everyone around you is one of them, assume they are one of them. I have so many of them. I could do like a 8-hour special about how they must have known who I was because they are neck deep in my life. Either they knew who I was, I'm one of them, or both. So you heard it from me first. I don't know shit, and I don't trust these 23andMe DNA because it's bought up by these people, okay? Like when these new wave of Jew-aware people like Brendan O'Connell, they're doing the same thing Alex Jones did. They're telling you this and that, and then they're backtracking. Like Brendan O'Connell is now like, back in the day, he was like, oh, it's them. And now he's like, we've got to team up with the good Christians, Muslims, and Jews. We can't do it without them. And it's like, okay, dude, unsub. See you later. Exactly what they do. Exactly what Trump did. Exactly what they all do. They come out, they tell you the truth, and then they pull back because they have that 5, 10, 20 years of documentation that swamps the one or two things where Alex Jones is like, yeah, my wife's Jewish, so what? But he denied it 100 times. So, and he still denies it thousands of times that anyone around him is Jewish. And then, David Duke, all it takes is him to back Trump, and he can say everything else he wants to. But then when he goes on Alex Jones, he doesn't say simply, hey, your kids are dual citizens of Israel. And that's the key. They're dual citizens of Israel. And I don't know. I don't even know the point of me doing these videos. To be honest, I wasn't letting this fucking, really be the main thing. It's a pain in the ass. Don't get me wrong. But I've got plenty of videos I've been making of me drumming and stuff. And it hurts like fuck. And me playing guitar, and it hurts like fuck. And it swells the fuck up and shit. I mean, I've never been good at that. I broke a cast off once and started playing guitar when I was younger. So I'm just not good with this shit. You can't keep me down. You're going to have to kill me to keep me down. Serious. They know that. They know that. And for some reason, they don't kill me. I think maybe they try and they just can't. That would be something, wouldn't it? But Alex Jones' family is the key here. Hopefully I wasn't smacking my gum too much. I wasn't paying attention to that. Pretty good stuff. I forget what it even was. Good stuff, though. So, it's children. He must protect them. You guys know how people are with children. They're nutso psycho. When you have a child, that's the end of it. Your parents, unless your parents are meth addicts and fucking degenerate. I mean, when I say degenerate, I'm not talking about the average person just, committing a few sins a day, committing a few little crimes a day, acting a little shady here and there. I'm talking about extreme fucking cracked out fools and shit. Unless your parents were like that, then you were like number one to them, and you're the world to them. Period. Till the end. Till the end. You still are. You were. You still are. Even if you got in a fight and you're away from them now. You still are. Even if they are cracked out. You probably still are, but they were also like, crack! I need crack! I like my kids, but I love crack. Okay. This is all that matters. Focusing on these bloodlines. And it's easy to just disprove this guy real fast through this bloodline shit. So, I don't need to make a 60-minute long video saying bloodline, repeating everything about Alex Jones. It's just the way it is. His family are these people. And with his ability to lie about it, there's a good chance he's these people. But they set it up in all these cases like Trump and Alex Jones. They set it up so it looks like they're a victim of Purim, the Purim occultic ritual, which fucking Goyim don't seem to understand that there are actual people fucking doing things in this world. I don't get it. Like, I've been trying to educate motherfuckers all over for like 10 years. And it seems like no one can fucking get it except for the Jews themselves. But the Goyim can work and shit. They can understand installing electrical lines. I'm not even saying any of this physical shit is real and what it is. What it appears as, what it's been designed to appear as. But they seem to be able to work fucking excellent. When they pave a road, generally, unless you get the government hiring some half-asses, they can pave a road correctly. If you get someone to build a frickin' tall skyscraper in New York, the shit never falls down unless someone fucking plants demolitions in it. They can do all this shit, but they have a problem understanding that there's these simple fucking rituals. At the very least, we write it off as Alex Jones is a victim of the Purim ritual, and his family was taken over, and that's the end of his bloodline. But he had never chose. See, Trump has a child that we cannot link to the Jewish yet, unless he is Jewish, which he does look Jewish, because he looks like someone I know, who I assume is Jewish, who I assume is one of those people who have been sent into my lives for whatever reason they were sent into my life for, because they were scared of me from birth or because they've been protecting me from birth. I'm not sure, but there's definitely enough links in my life to say they knew me from birth. And I'm not sure how many of you you have been completely surrounded by them, but I'm pretty sure I have been. Jews and Italians. And we all know about the Italian question, don't we? Rome, Italy. That would be where the people who get the blame for killing Jesus, the place where Jesus was killed. So that would be the place where the Jews were highly populated and would have blended into the population to become them. Okay, so his family is what matters. Pay attention to these bloodlines. Pay attention to the Purim occultic ritual. And when these people come out, look into their families. Like, I've been looking into Patrick Little, can't find anything about his family. Don't know what's going on in his family. I read in the comments somewhere that his family is obviously Jewish by the looks. And then you look at him and you can see that. But it's odd because Patrick Little talked about them fucking with his fire extinguisher or his fire alarm. And I'm telling you, they do that. They've been doing that to me for a long time. Patrick Little's coming out of nowhere and he's suddenly waking up and now he's fucking famous in the media. That stinks the fucking high heaven. Because I'll tell you, I've been trying to bait these motherfuckers for years. You guys don't see me. I'm just now coming out. I mean, there are people who know me here and there. And you could see, I could show you, I have on one of my other videos, on my other channel, I posted a video from like 2012, I did. I mean, I never even released that video. A lot of the stuff I have is this never released stuff. But they mess with this shit. They mess with your electronics and they set it up in ways where they can't take the blame for it. They like alter the energy of the world, or they alter something in the time frame of the world that allows someone else to take the scapegoating for it. Kind of like how Alex Jones becomes a scapegoat, or his children become a scapegoat in this case, or when Trump, exposing Trump, his children become a scapegoat of the Purim ritual, or Trump uses the white race as a scapegoat, etc. You know, I can't even prove that, but it's hard with him saying the alarm's going off and all that shit, and him thinking that, like, yeah, dude, like, you're new to this. Like, if you think that's all they can do, then you're probably gonna commit suicide, dude. Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing I've been exposed to suicide so much in my life, because I probably would have killed myself fucking over some of the terrorizing shit that's been going on in my life since I started getting into this. And from the start, I knew the final solution, and I called for it. Most of the times, I do call for it. Now, I can't make a video calling for it, right? I shouldn't. Anywhere I talk about it, those accounts get deleted. But they know that. They know I'm the only one writing them letters saying your time's about up, bub. They know that. How many of you are writing them letters directly like, hey, it's time to do something, or it's time to fucking die something? You know? Treason trials, execution, genocide. I mean, the list goes on of what we have. And I have lists, and I have lists. So, and some of these lists were created a long time ago. And when I got into this shit, my life took a different turn. I was upheld by the universe. And granted, maybe my life was really shitty in some instances compared to anyone else. And I went through a lot of bullshit, but it didn't affect me at all. Until I got into this shit, and then it just felt like I was like under attack, and like my mental and my physical health couldn't meet up with the demands anymore. But Again, I can still write Patrick Little off as one of the new Jew-aware Jews, especially if people are saying, look at his family, but look at his family. If any of you in the comments know where I can find pictures of his family, then let me know. I mean, that's going to tell us. It's going to tell us everything. Just like the point of this video and my one Trump video is to tell you the family is everything. And who's not telling you the family is everything? Who's not? The white nationalists are telling you your family is everything. Breed. They're not even telling you to be picky and to care about who you touch and to not get diseases. Breed. That's all it's about. And the Jewish teaching is all about keeping the family together and education. And back in the day, even way back to the day, the Jewish education, they were like scorning sluts and women who acted like fucking total degenerates and shit because they wanted to keep that family together. You know, it's part of their teachings and shit. Christianity, it's always talking about family and shit. Although at the same time, Jesus did not come to bring peace. He came to bring a sword to divide families. But those who are loyal are your real family. But I'm going to end this video. And I'm going to get in here. You guys have a good one. And just get that message out. That's all you need to do is say, hey, Alex Jones, kids are Jews. It's over for him. He can never expose the elite. And he is now part of them. When he dies, there is nothing left in the Alex Jones family but the Jewish lineage. It's over. See you guys.